It is May 24th, 2025, and we've got a group of 10 hikers. We're going up to Signal Peak, which is off of Highway 80. It's going up to an old fire lookout. We're just a little bit up the trail, and this trail is very rocky, as you can see, and there's a steady elevation gain. We've come up about 500 feet elevation gain from the trailhead, and you can see across the way here is Interstate 80 and the railroad, Union Pacific Railroad. Here we've got a good view of the valley that where Interstate 80 and the railroad are. We came to a place where the river or stream is crossing the road, and it's a fairly precarious crossing here, so it seems to be possible with poles to go across this log. All right, we found some snow. We're hiking on the snow. We're a little over halfway to the lookout here, and it's a beautiful sunny day. Everybody's doing good going up the trail here. Still got some elevation gain ahead of us. 1, 2, 3.
Yay!
Perfect! So we took a little shortcut. There's a couple of trails that cross up here, and we took a shortcut, and we're probably half an hour away from the summit at this point.
There's the signal machines.
So where are we, Nancy?
Approaching Signal Peak.
We're approaching Signal Peak.
Yeah.
We got a great view. If I swing the camera around here, we should be able to see our destination, the fire lookout up at the top of Signal Peak. There it is. Way in the distance, we can see a train going eastbound on the UP line. So we've made it to the summit where the signal towers are. This is the view looking east from the summit here, and I'm scanning around to the south, and you can see down there is Interstate 80 and the railroad. Here's Jennifer passing through the no trespassing zone. Okay, take a walk.
I trespass.
Now we're walking from Signal Peak out to the fire lookout. All right, let's scan around. We can see all the different roads and trails that we took. And there's Signal Peak, and we are headed out to the fire lookout. And we're almost to the fire lookout here. And here we are at the fire lookout.
Beautiful.
This is inside the fire lookout.
Another one.
That's a cool picture, isn't it?
And the great.
Oh, Richard's doing the video.
Oh, don't worry.
Here's where we find the ghosties.
Sweet.
That's all I got. Now I'm embarrassed.
And there's the cot.
Other hand, Jim.
Here we are, the fire lookout.
You can't even see the piece because it's so washed out.
So here's another view from the other side of the fire lookout. I'm going to scan around, and you can see the view that you get from up here at the fire lookout. So this was our lunch spot. How was the lunch spot up here?
It couldn't have been better, Richard. Seriously.
Fantastic.
It was a lovely lunch.
Gorgeous.
A1 in every single way.
Here we are coming down the snowfields.
I'm scared. Don't resist. Oh, butt it. Do it. Go glissade.
Make an
Go
angel.
glissade.
Here we have fresh snowmelt coming down from the snowbanks up above. We're on our way downhill, and you can see the fire lookout where we were, way up there on Red Mountain. And there's another view of the fire lookout.
Do not hold on to that. Because I'm afraid to do that more.
All right, we made it back to the trailhead. We got back a little bit after 5 o'clock, so we started at about 10 a.m. this morning. So this was about a 7-hour hike. It is a pretty strenuous hike, 2,400 feet elevation gain, and probably the hardest part is the first mile outside of the trailhead. It's very, very rocky. Also, once we got up in the higher elevations, there were some snow fields we had to traverse over, and sometimes we had a little bit of trouble finding exactly where the trail was. But we did make it all the way to Signal Peak and to the fire lookout, the SP fire lookout on Red Mountain. So that was our hike. It's Memorial Day weekend 2025, and I highly recommend this hike if you want a strenuous hike.